Alrighty, so I completely forgot to make a bit of a intro for this video, like saying what's going on and stuff. So Friday, I went to Cost Performance Tuning to get this car going pretty much. We went to go put another FG alternator on it. It didn't work, so we ended up putting a B series alternator on it, which is a 2-pin, and just hot wiring it on just to get me through the weekend. So you'll see that clip now, since I forgot to film previously to that. So I'll throw in them bits and pieces, the car and the dyno and all that. So yeah. It's loading. Loading. Oh, please have bolts. Nah. Oh. 13. And it's dropping back down. Back at 13. See, I don't know. I might just let it idle for a bit. See, it's like 12.8 average. And then it peaks at 13. Let it run, see what happens when the fans come on. That's the big, as was happening last time, it was good until the fans really come on. But so far, I'm not too confident at all. Alrighty, we'll load it up. All done here at CPT. Car seems like it's going to do what it's meant to do. We've got voltage again. Put it on the dyno, it seems to be working. So yeah, we'll take this thing out the track later this afternoon. I'm not going to get to practice today, unfortunately. So I'll take it out this afternoon, ready for competition first thing in the morning. I'm on at 9 o'clock for my practice session. And then I'm pretty sure like 10 o'clock, something after that for qualifying. And then we'll see how we go tomorrow. Hopefully have good results. Chris is down here revving something at the moment. So yeah, after we left Cost Performance Tuning, we went straight to track, just unloaded the car, got it ready for qualifying, practice and qualifying for Saturday morning. So practice in the morning, I wasn't feeling confident because other than the previous weekend, which I only got one good lap in with the car misfiring, I haven't driven the car pretty much. So I was a little bit nervous, I will say. But as soon as I got a few laps in, I was comfortable. Not fully, but I had good understanding on what the car wanted to do, what me as a driver, how the track condition was, how the other drivers were going. So we ended up qualifying 8th position. which I was super happy with because last year I qualified like 19th. So I was super happy with that. So I'll throw in the qualifying clips in now, and then we'll get straight on to the top 32.
Urunga Waters E36 of Blake Bolton for his first qualifying run. Let's see how he goes. Not a bad entry. He's going to come up a little bit shallow here around turn 2. Stays out nice and wide. He's on the power around the new section up the top of the roundabout. Pretty solid job there. Again, pushing down. He's just going to come up shallow on turn 2. There's a lot of technique needed as you head down to the second half. With nice aggression as he heads down into the chicane. The turn up a little bit short there for a few of the winners there. So a little bit miffed as to what happened before. There seemed to be a little fire potentially out of this car earlier, but he's back underway. Let's see how he goes. Blake, nice entry there up into the third turn. He's going to come up shallow heading into turn 2, so see if he can better that as he comes around the roundabout. Drawing it down the hill. Again, he's going to come a bit shallow there, but nothing to do. Down into that outer zone, cuts through the inner cliff and through the finish. Then a bad run there for Blake, car number 36, second qualifying run.
So you could kind of see with me 2 qualifying runs. The first one was very shallow. I just wanted to kind of play it safe. So it was just a more conservative run, just so I had points on the board. Second run still went a bit shallow. I was having some issues with the steer and it kept like binding at one point, and like when I'd pull the handbrake it wouldn't kind of get in the zone. It was, I don't know if it's just the new angle kit, like the whole new setup, bigger tyres, everything. I don't know if it was just that. I started driving I drove around that issue towards the end of the day. So that was good. So we ended up qualifying 8th, as you know, which I was super happy with. Then my top 32 battle, we went up a R32 Skyline with, I believe, a 5-litre Holden motor. So lead run, I felt like it was like a good lead run. And then, like you obviously see, and then in my chase run, it was pretty much over before it started for the other driver, unfortunately, which I don't like winning that way, but a win's a win at the end of the day. So we ended off, that was Saturday, and we ended Saturday with the top 32 win, which I was over the moon, because I only drove round 1 of last year's competition in this car when it was gold, M52, like I was fresh on the scene, and I got knocked out in the top 32. So just to make it past that point, I couldn't describe like the happiness. Like I was so pumped up. And then it comes, so we'll get into them clips. We'll throw them clips in now and we'll move on to the next.
He's up against our 25th qualifier, 313, Aaron Baines in Nisador. Urunga Waters, E36, stretching the legs up the hill. Advantage there coming off the start line, but Baines is starting to reel him in. Oh, unfortunately there in the chase position, Nisador. Not that far, he goes around the bottom part of the roundabout. So Blake Bolton in the lead position. Similar to that first battle we saw. Chasing Blake down into the final. Blake completely unfazed by what's going on behind him. Oh, now Aaron Baines leading out from Blake Bolton. Nisador R32 leads out Urunga Waters E36. Aaron Baines, he's done a that the compact did. Okay, so big mistake there for Aaron Baines. These guys who's going to see it out. So as it stands, Blake Smith will take the win in this battle. Maintaining through the
So it came to Sunday morning. We got out to the track. The track was very wet, and I wouldn't say nervous, but I was more worried because I've only ever driven this car once in the wet when it was like the stock version of the car, which didn't go too well for me. So we went out, had a few practice runs. Didn't feel too bad in the car in the wet. I feel like my diff ratios were too long for the wet, just like a lot of wheel speed behind me. But we ended up going straight into the top 16 battles. And surprisingly, on my lead run, I went pretty good. And then down the sweeper, I hit a wet patch and it took me out really wide in the dirt. And then I just couldn't hold it down the hill and ended up spinning. And I kind of thought that was me over, to be honest. So then we went into the chase run, and like the lead driver, I felt like he'd done a pretty good job, but he got, I don't know, I think it was the main straight. They don't want you doing a big mangy. They're more like just like a little flick and then a big flick into the sweeper. So he's done a big mangy, and I'm pretty sure that's like disqualified lead run. So we end up going one more time. And this is when I noticed one of my front tyres were flat. So I had to call a 5 minute just to pump it up because it obviously has a leak. So I'd done my lead and my chase with a front flat because I thought there was something weird in the front, but I thought, I'm getting in my own head, I'm overthinking it, we're just going to drive. And that's when I discovered the flat tyre. So we went in, had the 5 minutes, and then we come back out, and lead run, I felt like it was pretty good. I was very confident in my lead run. I felt very good. Chase run, I felt comfortable. I think I gave him a little tap into corner one, but I felt very good with my chase as well. We ended up getting the win, which I was over the moon about that as well. Like top 16 win, like that was like unreal feeling. Like it was weird actually getting good results for once, other than just like qualifying low, getting knocked out early. So we'll get into them clips first. On his door. So after winning my top 16 battle, I was actually very confident in the car. It was just pretty much me and Jaden out there most day. Mate Bailey come out. But yeah, I was just like, we were taking the wheels off the car, using time machine, putting new tyres on. By the time we'd done that, we'll back out. Like the staff at Rally done a great job of just getting us drivers through, just getting the whole competition done. We were done by 1 o'clock today. Like it was good, and they had a good open session at the end, and a lot of people got to do a few laps. Well, a lot of laps actually. So coming into the top 8 battles, I was feeling really good. Only thing I was nervous about was who I was up against was the number 1 qualifier. So I obviously knew he could drive and he could put down some good runs. So I come in, so it went chase run first because he qualified higher than me. Chase run, I felt like it was pretty good. I felt like I was good proximity, trying to match him. I had a little bit of stuff up, like a little bit of mistake on corner 2 from memory. And then my lead run, I felt good off the line, come around corner 1, come down to corner 2. I pulled a whole bunch of angle to try to get it out wide, which I don't think the chase car was expecting. And you will see he collects me in the front, which I kept going through, and I didn't even realise that he was stopped on the track until I've gone up and back down the corner. So kind of once I realised that, I kind of knew I had the win. So then I done a little bit of victory lap after that. So yeah, after winning the top 8, like I was pumped up, like I was feeling good. Like I had a lot of feedback from a lot of people out there saying like how good my driving is, and like the whole time I'm there picking my drive, and I'm thinking I'm not driving that well, and I've got like a lot of people coming up saying you're going really well, and that helped a lot. Like it was good to hear that feedback. So we'll get into them clips. So top 4 against an AU Falcon. So this guy, what I've heard, he's been off the scene a fair while. He won the Drift Series like 3 years in a row, like 10 years ago. So he's been around for a long time. So I went in, like, good mindset, again, just, like, I already knew I was in top 4. Like, either way, I was coming out with good results, good points for the series. So I've gone in, good vibes. I reckon I put down a very good lead lap. Like the chase car, he straightened up a few times, and which I didn't know because obviously I'm not looking behind me. But when I would transition, I look in the mirror, I could just have a glimpse, and he was there every time. I'm like, God, I'm gonna put down a heater of a chaser to beat this guy. So me and the boys talking about like having just walkie-talkies. So after a lead run, they can tell me like if they went good or not, if I need to go drive hard or I can be a bit conservative. So after my lead, I'm just said to myself, I'm going to put down like my best chase run I can do, which I felt like I did.
If he wins, I'm sucking his dick.
Don't. We're on YouTube. I'll get banned for that probably. Stop. It's bright. I'm filming the outro. Anything else we got to say?
Intro.
Outro. Well, I've got to film.
Outro.
I've had to film the intro and all the in
Yeah.
betweens because I didn't film
It's
anything.
not an outro. It's a BMW. BMW.
Not because I didn't film the start of the video or anything throughout.
What's
People
it
put it on
upside
upside down. I haven't changed it.
It's probably better that way. MW8. Yeah, it's an MW8.
Yeah. Oh, I think that's going to do it for this video. And
What video? Are we doing a video?
on
Hey,
YouTube.
Mum.
That's going to do it for this one.